Hello and welcome to The Lab, a Minecraft podcast where we explore, experiment and theorize about all things Minecraft. Once again, I am the Troj and with me is, a special guest today. Actually, a real miner in Minecraft. Miner thoughts?
Yes. In case you didn't know, in case I haven't said it many times, I am a real-life miner. That's that's what I wanted to talk about. The topic was suggested to us by a fellow friend, High Hopes. It said, hey, why don't you talk about how Minecraft relates to real-life mining? So yeah, that's what we're going with today.
And who knew that you were a real miner? I know that's a running gag and it's a bit we have in so many of the podcasts, but yes, you are actually a real miner playing Minecraft. And actually, what is, when you told me that we were going to do this topic, I know you've got some things you wanted to talk about, but I can actually remember one of the very first videos of yours I ever saw way back when, before Interrealms was even a thing, and we were, myself and the other person that helped found Interrealms, one of the videos of yours I think that we looked at before we considered inviting you was a video that you had made addressed to the boomers from Hermitcraft. Mm-hmm. And it was about basically blasting in mining and how that related to what they were doing. And that still sticks in my brain. You've had that video there because, you are a real miner in Minecraft. It sort of brought back memories from that long ago from seeing that video.
Yeah, that was actually a series that I had done, real mining in Minecraft. A series of 3 videos, and I talked about, of course, strip mining versus branch mining, and then...
A topic very dear to your heart.
Yes, and then another one on concrete in Minecraft. Now, why we should have walls, stairs, and slabs made in concrete in Minecraft. And then also of course, the blasting one. And that was during the Hermitcraft boomers area. I kind of was trying to capitalize on that and give them some education on how it's done in real life.
And it's something that has sort of stuck with you all the way through. It's like you are the real miner in Minecraft, and we keep poking fun of it on a frequent basis here on the podcast.
Yeah.
So when you actually suggested, when High Hope suggested the topic, and then you said to me, this is what we're going to do, I thought, why had we not thought of that sooner? Like, it makes so much sense.
Right. And I mean, I had talked about my life in mining here and there in different episodes, but not in great detail.
Well, let's change that. And why don't you take us back to the wee early days of mining, and how'd you get started?
Well, I've been in mining for quite a while. My first mining job was in Atlanta, Georgia, on a tunnel boring project. It was a sewer project for the city of Atlanta. They said, clean up your rivers. So we did a total infrastructure overhaul of the sewer system, and we used tunnel bores for that.
Well, that explains a few things with your fascination with world eaters and tunnel bore machines.
Yes.
It's all coming together now for me. I understand now.
Yeah.
So how does that compare then to Minecraft then? Like, obviously there's tunnel bore machines. So what are the similarities? What's different?
Tunnel bores in real life are similar, but not similar. They don't really use TNT. Now, you have to use explosives to make a tunnel long enough to install the tunnel bore in real life. But what a real life tunnel bore actually uses is a cutter head, something that spins around and around and pushes forward about 6 foot at a time. And with each push, it will reposition and push another 6 foot. So it takes quite a while. The tunnel project I was on was one section was 3 miles long and the other one was 3.5 miles long.
Wow.
And the whole project lasted probably about 5 years, but that includes lining the whole thing in concrete and whatnot. But in how that applies in Minecraft is, especially with the tunnel bore that I use, the Borcon one, it's just a single thing, single unit, which can be expanded, but the one I use the most is a single unit, and it's long. The contraption in Minecraft is long, like an actual tunnel bore. It's got different components, and with each time you hit the note block, it will advance forward, and it pretty much bores out the same amount every time, and that's how it's similar to like a real life tunnel bore.
And it uses a TNT duper as well, as opposed to grinding it more booms it.
Yeah,
Plus.
yeah. It's kind of like I'm trying to use an analogy, or it's like a big earthworm, and that cutter head on the real life tunnel bore just grinds away and pushes forward as it's grinding, and then repositions and does it all again.
Yeah, I remember seeing those where in the city that I live over the last 10, 20 years or so. We've dug a lot of big tunnels underneath our rivers and that for extra traffic because we're just outgrowing our infrastructure. So I remember seeing the big tunnel bores. It's always big news when they're boring a tunnel here. It's like, and the bore that doing tunnel XYZ has broken through, and it's all on the news as it comes through. And it's just interesting to see that, it's not blast, it just sort of is pushed and just, this thing emerges as if from out of nothingness.
Right. And it's one of those things that's celebrated on a job like that when you hole through to the other side. You start off on one side and then hole through to the other side. We end up throwing what's called a hole through party.
Holy moly.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my first experience in mining. I spent about just over 5 years in Atlanta doing that, and then got into limestone mining.
That's what you're doing now too, yeah?
Yes.
Because you often will on Discord, you'll throw up some photos of various bits and pieces, or if we're lucky, a video of a actual blast, which is always interesting to see. You always see it and then you hear it. It's
right. Yeah. What they're doing right now on my job, my current job, is they're getting down to the mine level. They're kind of blasting down as they go. They're doing it in stages because you have different types of rock, different types of limestone. We refer to as A stone and B stone, and A stone is harder, B stone is softer, and there's different applications for each type of limestone. You can't use B stone, some types of B stone in concrete and asphalt, whereas A stone, it's harder, it's going to last longer. So right now that's what they're doing. They're doing the blasting to get down to the level to where we're going to actually start going underground.
Just where you like to be in Minecraft as well. I can remember back when we did our Nether Look Better series, which was our take on the Life series a few years ago now. And we did it all in the Nether. And you basically spent the entire series mining underground.
Yeah. Well, so to speak. I mean, it was in the Nether. I mean, everybody asked where I was. I was just tunneling all over the place.
You made that map into Swiss cheese, my man.
Oh, yes, I did.
You did. So how does underground mining in real life compare to what we do here in Minecraft?
The tools we use in Minecraft, of course, is a pickaxe and or TNT, which don't use pickaxes anymore. We use things like automated drills and things like that, automated bolters. One thing we do is bolt up the ceiling, and it kind of creates like if you've ever seen a garage beam that goes from one post to the other, That's basically what bolting the ceiling does. It creates a beam from one side to the other and makes it more stable. But I guess the closest thing to real life and Minecraft would be the blasting part of it.
Would it be fair to say then that Minecraft mining is more a representation, I guess, analogy more of older school mining, like the olden era where they would get down with the picks and do it all out by hand?
Oh, yes. No, definitely. Definitely. And it was like on Discord I was talking about the other day, what I was going to name my mace. And
yeah.
I'm gonna call it Double Jack. And nobody trying to see if anybody knew what that was. And it's an old school mining term, mining practice. A double jack is when you have a guy holding the drill bit and he twists it as another guy will hit the end of it with a sledgehammer.
You wouldn't want to be the other guy twisting if the other guy swing and missed.
Exactly. Well, back in those days, there were a lot of broken bones.
The trust levels must be off the roof.
But that's how they used to drill. Nowadays, the drill that I'm going to run, how I'm so excited to get underground and start running this thing. It's got the hole pattern already programmed into it. The drill arm knows exactly where the next hole is. I just press play, and then I can read a book.
Yeah, I remember when we first met, you were doing a similar job, if I recall correctly. And I remember you sending through photos occasionally of what you were up to, and it was like you were literally playing a video game. That's what it looked like. Mm-hmm. And, you kept always saying, this is real life Minecraft. Again, why we didn't think of this as a topic for the podcast earlier, I don't know, because that's what we talked about for so many years.
Yeah.
Yes, it just looked like you are just obviously pushing buttons and you're not actually out banging away at the rock. It's all computers.
Oh yeah. And this drill that they got, they're putting some money into it. The drill alone is over $1 million. And I've been threatened with my life to take care of it. But no, I really enjoy it. And I've run other drills where it is manual. You actually have to guide the drill to the next hole. So, it's advanced over the years. Mining has gotten better and better. It's gotten safer and safer as well.
Especially when everyone's doing all that strip mining underground. It's good that it's nice and safe.
Oh yeah.
I just feel that your soul left your body when I referred to it as strip mining underground.
Well, I didn't catch that, but now I did.
I thought I didn't get a reaction. I thought I'm gonna have to reiterate this somehow. Well, why does that burn a hole in your soul? In case people didn't listen to your what do we call it?
Reality check.
Your rant. Your monthly rant. Why does this burn a hole in your soul?
Okay, because strip mining is what we do to expose the rock, to expose the hard rock. You strip off all the soil. We call it overburden. And to get to the hard rock, and then if it's a quarry, then it's just blasted from the surface. And it's still kind of strip mining in a way, but once you get underground, you're basically, it's called branch mining, or what we call it is room and pillar. Because, like I said, you have like a garage, you have a pillar on one side and a pillar on the other side, and then the roof spans across those two pillars, and they're usually about 45 feet wide from pillar to pillar. But if it's just a single area, that's called a room. When you're doing mining for diamonds, a diamond level, doing the pokey hole method, that's basically room and pillar. So Yeah, it does get under my skin every time
Don't say
someone calls it strip mining, because I know it's done in strips, but that's not what it is. Just not what it is.
This has sort of been an ongoing thing with you for a long time too, and I'm well and truly educated now after many years of playing Minecraft with you. Yes, I don't think it's sort of ingrained into me now that when I see it on like the Facebook groups and stuff, people saying it actually irritates me on your behalf now.
Oh, that's pretty good.
But let's conversation whiplash sort of and talk about your favorite topic, boom boom.
Yeah.
Blasting, TNT. What are the similarities? What's different? Is it a good representation? Give us your thoughts, your minor thoughts.
Well, the TNT that's used in Minecraft is something that used to be used way back when, but it can get unstable, and in a way, TNT minecarts, you know how when they bump together, yeah, those are very unstable. But what we use in real life mining is either ANFO. Then there's another product which they're going to be using on this project, and it's called emulsion. And that can either be pumped in or come in like a tube, like a sausage tube, basically.
I was going to say, when you said emulsion, it sort of brought to my mind like a liquid more so than a square.
Kind of looks like toothpaste in a way.
You're right. Okay.
Kind of that consistency. So as far as Minecraft goes, that TNT is the best comparison to what we use as far as a blasting agent. Now you need a way to ignite that blasting agent. So like if you want to see how I do the comparison, if you're listening to this, you can go back to the video I did on blasting in Minecraft. But what I use as like a blasting cap is a repeater. That goes into the agent, and the blasting cap actually gives the spark to ignite the product, the TNT or the ANFO or whatever. And then redstone lines. Once you have those blasting caps, can be delayed depending on how your shot is, how your blasting pattern is. You can set a delay on them. So that's why I used repeaters as the blasting caps, because you can actually delay those and set them off that way. One of these times I need to do that in realms, and do like a blasting demonstration. But then the redstone lines would be like it's called detonation cord. The detonation cord, you plug all the blasting caps into the detonation cord, and that's what will ignite all the blasting caps. And then of course at the end, after you've run your cord out, far away into a safe area, you have like, there's different ways to do it. You can do it electrically, or we used to have like a little plunger, like you see in the old Looney Tunes where they push down on the plunger and the explosion goes off. It's something similar to that, but it's just kind of like handheld. But most of the time it's done electronic, and with what they've got today, you can tell whether or not a blasting cap is connected or not. It hooks up to a computer, and if there's a misconnection somewhere, it'll tell you. So it doesn't get messed up or have a misfire or something like that. Right. So,
and I'm going to assume there's no duplication of the explosives in real.
Oh no, sadly you cannot duplicate the explosives.
Tango and Impulse would be very proud about this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's probably, they're purists. They want to keep it a little bit more realistic. So that's understandable.
Very fair. So that's sort of covered what there is in Minecraft and what there is in real life and whatnot. But is there anything that you would like to see from the real world brought into Minecraft itself?
Okay. My number one thing is a hat or a helmet with a light on it. I know you can get mods for it. That needs to be a vanilla thing you call your game Minecraft. You need to have a miner's light. In real life, if you do not have a miner's light, it's so dark, you cannot see a hand right in front of your face. You need a light at all times. And I think it would free up your offhand for other things. You wouldn't have to carry around torches all the time. Yeah. A miner's light would be my number one thing.
Now that you actually mention that, it strikes me as odd that there isn't something like that in a game called Minecraft. That is quite odd. And it'd sort of be, I imagine it would be something very similar to like the dynamic lights that you can get with some of the mods, where like if you're holding a torch, it'll just light up the area around you and move with you. That's how I imagine it would work. Yeah, which shouldn't be that hard. I mean, like, says the guy who can't develop or code or anything, but other modders have put it like a dynamic lighting is a thing there. So yeah, it makes sense to me. Anything else?
And I just think I'm sure there's a mod for that already, but I would. There are a lot of rock types in Minecraft that are in real life, but I would like to see limestone in Minecraft. It's something that I'm doing now.
There is definitely a mod for that. I think it's in limestone's in a couple. I think it's in Create, and it also definitely comes in with Blockers. Definitely has limestone as well. I've used it a few times. It's a nice block.
I mean, I did a video about it. Please, Mojang, you need to make concrete stairs, slabs, and walls. That would be my last wish. It's one of those things that makes sense. It just makes sense.
Why does concrete relate to mining? Why throw the concrete thing in with a mining topic?
Well, it's just one of those things that we produce. We produce the sand, the gravel. We have a stone type, which is called a 57, which is around an inch, that's widely used in concrete. It's just the things that I produce, or the limestone that we produce at the mine I work at, is widely used in concrete. So and for a couple months there in Georgia, I actually worked lining the tunnel with the concrete. And we had our own batch plant. We made our own concrete there. So I spent some time doing that as well, learning how concrete's made.
Quite the in-depth operation. No pun intended there. But it's quite it's a bigger operation than people think sometimes, like the whole mining thing. Like there's other moving parts behind it, like producing concrete and whatnot. It's been an interesting chat, this one.
There's an old saying, I don't know if you've ever heard it before. If it's not grown, it's mined. There's a lot of things, not only concrete and asphalt and other things. There's so much that we don't realize that is mined throughout the world. Our electronics, all the gold and copper and things that go into our electronics, our cell phones we use, what we play Minecraft on, that's all been mined.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that, but yeah, you're 100% correct. And Miner, if people have some more questions or other thoughts about this particular topic, how can they reach out to us?
Right here in the comments of the YouTube video, or if you're listening to it through the YouTube Music app, the podcast version of it, you can leave comments down there in the comment section. Also, reach us through the Gmail, minecraftlabpodcast@gmail.com. Then there's also the Twitterverse, X, that place. Some people like it, some people don't. But anyway, we're over there at MC_Lab_podcast. And then there's also the Discord. If you want to ask me questions about mining, I tend to, I love it so much. I share stuff there on the Discord. So you could ask me questions there. The Interrealms SMP Discord. You can actually connect to us through the website interrealmssmp.com. And there at the top, you'll find a connect button and all the links to us, the Discord, podcast, videos, all the Interrealms you ever want.
Exactly. Miner, this has been actually a very interesting topic, and I'm glad it was suggested. And again, I'm shocked that we didn't think of it sooner to talk about this. Yeah, look, it's going to be great having you back onto the server when work settles down a bit so you can get back to your mining and your blasting.
I love mining in real life, but hanging out with Interrealms people and trying not to blow them up is a whole lot funner.
Blow us up. I think you have more trouble trying not to blow yourself up, sir.
Well, there is that.
Especially when you've tested in creative.
Exactly.